Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-host here, Barbara. You there, Barbara?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
And every Monday, we have this beautiful Dr. Orr. It's what I call her. I call her doctor because that's how it feels like every time she gives me a reading. I mean, it's like I'm in the doctor's examining chair every time she does a reading for me, so I really love it. Vanessa, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hi, Vanessa.
Thank you so much thank you, Barbara. How are you? And thank you for having me on the show, and what a lovely introduction. Jonathan, thank you.
Very nice, Johnny. Yeah.
I sent
a
text
better.
message.
Thank you for asking. Sorry, Johnny.
I sent a text. Sorry. Go on.
It's okay. No, I just said thank you. I'm doing fabulous. I'm so never been better. Absolutely. Whatever you did for me last week, it worked. And glad. Priscilla, this house has energy. The most amazing energy. We are in major abundance like we have not seen for years.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I've got chills.
I mean, her too. She was
really?
on her little walk. She found $200. She's 13 years old. Yeah, in the parking lot, $100 bills, and she looked around. She's a good person. She looked around. Nobody was around. She's like, I looked around, Mom. I just put it in my pocket and came back, and I went back there too. The area, nobody was around. Just make sure. And I mean, that's a lot of money for a little 13-year-old to find.
So not only that, to kind of lose and drop, that doesn't make any sense that somebody would do that. I mean, I understand. That sounds like the kind of thing that a radio station would like videotape,
right?
Like drop to 100 just to see if anybody picks it up. Or seriously, that sounds more like a hidden camera thing to me. Don't you think so, Vanessa?
Well, I get a no on it, but I'll tell you one thing that I had a friend. She's been my friend since we were 6 years old, and we went through, all the way through high school together. And she said that they were having a memorial for her mother-in-law, who sadly passed away from COVID in March. And she said, can you help with the memorial service? The memorial service was this past Saturday. I said, absolutely. And so I started the reading. Be there. She says they're all going to be talking about money. And one thing is that when people have passed to the other side, they do beautiful things for us to connect us with things. Money is one thing that you will find in your past. And it can come out of the most unusual places. So I got to know that a radio show did that. If I asked if it was Priscilla's dad, Mark, I actually got a yes.
Wow. There's so much contact, Vanessa. You're seeing a lot of contact with Mark and Priscilla.
Yeah.
By the way, everybody, that's her dad that passed away.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that. That gives me such a warm-hearted feeling that he's so close.
Well, listen, Barbara, since you're so good at muscle testing, and we're going to be muscle testing on Wednesday if you want to talk about that Roku channel.
Right. We should.
Okay.
July the 1st.
Okay, July the 1st, this Wednesday. Great. We have you back for the muscle testing class, and we are going to be live on Blue Jeans, which is the platform where we will be on video. Is this correct, Johnny? We will be able to be seen by everyone?
It's going to be on the normal times. This time, you'll be on Wednesday. And what's going to happen is you're going to be able to see Vanessa for the first time.
Yes.
And she's going to feel sort of a visual. Now, for those of you who are on Facebook, we're going to be posting the link to the channel. I'm also going to be giving the link to maybe Barbara so that she can post it on her Twitter and her Instagram. And this is going to be interesting. And I'll give it to Vanessa so she can post it on her Instagram. You're going to finally be able to take on your class.
It's not our podcast. It's something different. It's our TV channel, everybody. It's called Life After Happiness Learn. Life After Happiness
Learn on Roku is where this is going to be. And this is going to be interesting. Now, if you go on, you might find yourself videotaped. So we're going to be doing a split screen. And also, if you don't have Roku, if you have Roku, you can listen to it after the fact. It will be up as I will be uploading it. And we are learning about a little bit, about how Vanessa does a lot of what she does. Because sometimes we don't understand what she's doing. So, but this is what we're going to do. So I'm looking forward to Wednesday at 8 p.m.
5 o'clock.
Eastern.
Your
Eastern. Yeah.
My
that's
5
true.
p.m.
We're talking about times.
Vanessa is 7, or what?
Yeah.
Are you Central Time? Okay.
I am. I'm in Houston, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then that's wonderful that we could go on this platform and we can see each other. And because muscle testing is somewhat obviously physical, so not that we're going to be able to see it because it's a slight movement inside your body. When you told me I need to sit down and either I go forward a little bit or back, that's a yes or a no. So it's hard to see with the human eye, but it still will be wonderful to see everybody. Plus, if they come on, there's an option where they can just be on audio. So don't be afraid, everybody. Please get involved with this. This is going to be amazing to learn this from world-renowned psychic medium Vanessa Orr, MBA. Hello.
Wow.
So are you ready to take a caller?
I am ready, yes.
Okay. Area code 562, you are on the air.
Hi, 562, you're on live with Vanessa Orr, MBA. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. This is Yvonne, and my question is, I don't have a question. I just want a financial reading, if you do those or not.
Will you forgive me? Something cut out on my side. Will you state your question again? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. This reading.
It cut out a little bit, but I think I heard she doesn't have a question, but she wants a reading. Am I right, caller? Yvonne?
A financial reading, yes, financial reading.
A financial reading, Vanessa.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And her name's Yvonne.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Yvonne, have you gone through kind of a desert lately with income?
Yes.
Oh, honey. Yeah. Because I'm really picking up a lot of stress in your heart chakra. Let's see. Are you got a question? I just want to clear some things first so I can help you understand that you do understand it wasn't you that caused the obstacles and the lack of cash inflow.
Yes, I agree.
Did you initially blame yourself? I got a yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Vaughn, it wasn't you. Okay. If you're looking for, are you looking, you are obviously looking for cash inflow, but you are looking for a job. Does that make sense?
No, I'm kind of.
No?
Well, I am and I'm not, but I'm waiting on like a lawsuit to kick in. Maybe I'm not sure if that's coming my face.
Okay. Well, that lawsuit. Gosh, you should see my notes. The lawsuit is constantly they use the word beleaguered with me. Beleaguered. If you want to look it up later, Yvonne, that is very daunting. Are you worried about the turnout, which I get a yes on that? Are you concerned about the turn? Okay, so should you worry? I got a no. Does this lawsuit turn out in Yvonne's favor? I get a yes.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, you feel a little better about that. Wow, man, you know what? When I do readings, I actually am I am pretty much stepping inside your shoes. I mean, it's not always like that, but I was so bowed over here. I'm just sitting in my office chair, but I was so bowed over. It was like my stomach hurt. I felt like there were hooks in my shoulders pulling me forward. And Yvonne, this just isn't you. You are not you. Yeah. They just gave me confirmation on that, big confirmation. Right now, lawsuits, everything is very off. We have so much imbalance right now. And when we look at justice, I mean, they usually use the blindfolded person with the scales, right? So, but there's just so much turmoil going on right now that anyone is hard-pressed to focus and do a really good job in anyone's favor to represent them. So it's a challenge right now. But what you do is, in this lawsuit, you do come out on top. They just used the word, but you were very heavy laden. That's been a lot on. I mean, it's heavy in your eyes and in your throat, and so now we can let that go. Okay, we can let that go. Now, one real quick question: you say you are looking for a job, but you aren't looking for a job. Is that what I picked up when you spoke earlier?
Yeah, but I don't know what should I get into for his work. I don't know what I really like to do. That's the problem I'm having, like what to do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, wow, you know what? I think what I need to do for you is to clear out all of this heaviness and all this emotion, which is understandable. Lawsuits, oh my God, nobody wins. The attorneys win, okay? The attorneys, the courts, the judge, they all win. But you and I, we don't ever win. And so I'm going to clear that out for you first. So let me just skip ahead and see if I were to clear that out, what it looks like. Okay, I have a question. They talked to me about the area of communications, and they're also talking to me about marketing. What were you doing before?
Receptionist for a psychiatrist.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you didn't enjoy that, I'm picking up. Does that make sense?
Yes, you're right, I didn't.
Okay. Can I just say something? The last several days, my guides have been throwing analytics at me. Now, what does that mean? Is that it's 1 or 2 courses on analytics, and since we're all home right now, at least I am. I don't know about you, but I'm in Houston, Texas, and the state of Texas is shut down again. So look at communications. I actually see a woman coming forward and talking to you about communications, but this analytics might be a backup if you aren't, really wishing to participate in communications and marketing. Right now, brand development is something that every retailer, every wholesaler is trying to get out there in front of the consumer. There's a lot of meeting the consumer in the marketplace. So your communication skills as a receptionist would translate nicely into that and into the marketing. Marketing is very key right now, being very clever and addressing specific needs to the consumer, almost tailoring things to the consumer is really where jobs might be in your area. It doesn't even have to be in your area, does it? Because there's so much remote work now. Yeah. I follow the markets. They talk about, shifting these office spaces into housing. Even government housing is what I read about. So here's how I got it. Number 1, look at communications. Number 2, look at marketing. Number 3, look at analytics. But I kind of got you probably weren't very interested in the analytics, but just that's a backup plan. And and my guides were talking to me about 1 or 2 courses online. Nice on your resume. But as I said, that's the third backup plan. And Yvonne, it's going to be okay. You know,
Okay.
I'll just tell you and everybody who's listening is that we are in a sea of turmoil right now. And I have done a lot of research and, of course, my readings. God bless my readings. I mean, I am so blessed with the readings that are channeled to me. I'm just a channel. But they are consistent. And they consistently talk about how we are in this shift and chaos. And I always know this, Yvonne, out of chaos comes peace, always. I know it looks topsy-turvy. It looks like, clear as mud, but it will be okay. And I'm in this turmoil with you. I am in it too, trust me. And I'm going through this with you through the end of August and September. Right now, we're in Mercury retrograde, so we're all sitting tight through July 12th, I think. July 18th, I like to go about 2-3 days out. So no worries. And I'm going to do a little work after the show on the lawsuit, just kind of push it away like the storm that it should be. It's a storm that's really rocked your world. That's not good to have that hanging over you.
Yeah.
Well, not that I'm looking for an answer, but did this help a little bit? You can tell me no.
No, yes, it does very much.
Okay. Well, just know that
she's very quiet. Yvonne, sorry for interrupting, but she's very quiet. So this is really helping her. Yvonne,
so.
Is that
Yes.
what she said? Oh,
yes. Thank
good.
you so much.
So serious.
Oh, Yvonne.
This is a serious thing here.
Yeah. And I will. Yeah, it is. And I will sit down and do a short reading after the show tonight to get some clarity on it and clear it out. You'll feel better. And don't worry anymore. Okay. Don't worry anymore.
Okay.
I've got one last question for you before I let you go. Why did I keep being shown turtles? Does that mean anything to you?
Why do I like to do what?
No, I keep being shown turtles, like around you or about. What does that mean anything to you, turtles?
No, I don't know what that can mean. No.
Okay. Well, sometimes, as we know, I know when I went through a tough time, but they kept showing me turtles. I hide. You know how a turtle, when it gets scared, it has its house with it. So, have you been quiet and isolated and hiding?
Yes.
Okay. You miss a lot of your you've just really gone into hiding, and people are worried about you, Yvonne. Did you know that your family's been they don't know what to do? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to clear a path for you. So the sun will come out in the morning, and it always does, and it's going to be okay. You've got to get your wings back on and out and stand up straight, because I'm sitting here and I've taken on your energies while I've been doing this reading, and I've been so bowed over, and now you and I are going to sit up straight, and we're going to shake off all that hurt and pain that's just been hanging on us. And those days are over now, aren't they?
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
So I sound something different in her voice with that. Yes. I mean, it
Yeah.
just was different.
Hope.
Wow.
Yeah, hope and light.
Hope is so much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I
understand.
Very powerful.
No more tears and no more turtles. We're up and at 'em now. And Yvonne, I hope this helped, and please call back and let us know.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much, you guys.
Oh, you're so welcome, Yvonne.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
you know how you're clearing. She's such a nice girl and smart too. Very smart.
She is. Yeah, she got mistreated at. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was not a fair deal.
Say you clear. No, and you are clearing that. I like that you're able to do that, and which raises something for myself. Actually, for Priscilla, my daughter, she's going to go out of town. She said last time she went last year to her family member, she had very, very bad nightmares every night. Like she told me verbatim the details of the dream nightmare last night. She was telling me, and I thought, that's amazing, and that's crazy that she can remember the details one whole year later. And I remember what you said, Vanessa, when you can remember your dreams like it's real. It is real.
Yep.
Maybe.
The visitation.
I don't know. I'm maybe saying it wrong, but
no, you're right.
How is that? How is that is real? It really happened. What she's dreaming. I mean, this was detailed. How can you clear that? Can you do that for her before she goes this time in July?
Well, the first thing that came up was paranormal.
Oh.
And so, is the house older? It doesn't really have to be older.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, what happens is that we call these visitations. And a visitation can be good or it can be bad. But what it is that you're meeting something or someone on an astral plane and that there is literal exchange of information. And because this was so real, it is a visitation. But it doesn't sound like it is something that we want her to encounter again. So if I ask, was it a scary entity? Was it something that was trying to hurt her?
Many.
Yeah.
Many, and trying to hurt me too, and people, and also specifically this monster. And she's 13. I mean, she's not afraid of monsters, but she has anxiety about going, not because of the people. She had an amazing time, but the sleep, she is afraid of the sleeping there.
Yeah, and they're going to put her in the same room, I heard.
Probably the only room for her. Oh, no. And because I didn't know, should I say, tell the person about it? But what could they do? I mean, they're not like you where they could clear it.
Yeah, no, they can't. I was going to say I'll clear it. It looks like it's a room with a sofa. I see a blue sofa and white walls with maybe some stripes on the walls. And it's at the top of the stairs. They keep saying it's at the top of the stairs. Did she tell you about the room?
Let me see.
Now,
I can ask her.
I believe that the lady, that the last caller, I believe she disconnected because she was done with the question. Did she?
Okay.
Did you answer her question, or did you have anything else to say to her? Or? Okay.
Yeah, we
concluded
it. Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for the next one?
No, we're not ready for the next one, Johnny. While you were screening calls, I was in the middle of something with Vanessa.
Okay.
So
I apologize.
And Priscilla too. Okay, so while Johnny was talking to you, Priscilla is here, and she said there is a staircase up to the room. Can you describe it a little more?
There's no other rooms up the staircase. It's just a staircase in a big room in the bathroom. And I don't remember anything else.
And this is the same room you're going to probably be staying at as well. Maybe it's not going to be the room because they have a new baby.
Yeah.
So they might have it switched around. Is it a big house? Is it old? How would you describe it?
I don't know.
Don't remember?
I don't know everything.
Oh, she doesn't know the
Priscilla.
Does it seem old or not?
No.
It's okay. I was just compelled to ask your mom that, Priscilla. But I got a question. Did you feel as though you were attacked physically while you were sleeping?
No.
Okay. It's just a super bad dream.
Yeah, I just kept on having like super negative thoughts and like dreams, and it was just like, oh, maybe.
Okay. It's presenting to me as a male entity. It's something that is attached to the house, and it doesn't like. Well, it has a penchant against women. It doesn't like women. So I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to clear the entity out. And you can go ahead and go because, oh, absolutely, because they love having you there. They tell everybody how much they enjoy having you there, and it's so wonderful that you're going. So I'm going to make it a better place. And then you'll have to, like, let your mom know how things are going while you're there. Like, if you have any problems, just, telegraph through your mom, and your mom will contact me, and I will continue to clear. Okay. But I'm always checking. Yeah, and I'm always checking. But it looks
thank
like
you, Vanessa.
Entity. Oh, absolutely.
That's what she said. She told me it was a male trying to get me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. She is fine. I'm going to leave her room now. She wasn't ready. Okay. She just woke up from a nap. She doesn't have a lot of energy for the call now, but she also knows how to clear. She does this house all the time. So should she bring her sage and all that?
Oh, sure.
Okay, but she said, I don't know if they're going to like that. I mean, that's a strong sense.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal. You don't always need to use sage. You can use your voice. And to say anything that is not a 100% divine light can't be here. It doesn't have to be those exact words. And I will clear the space before she gets there, too. And they're going to have a whole lot of fun, but they're going to have even more fun. So, and I think it'll probably help the family.
Yeah, because maybe it is affecting. I think I can talk to this person about it because they've actually called into the show before, and they're open to the paranormal and learning more about it. Yes, I don't think it's a matter of offending them.
Okay. Yeah, it's something that's attached to, they keep showing me some stairs. I don't know, but we'll get there. I'll do a reading and clear him out. He needs to know.
Isn't that weird, Vanessa?
Yeah, I know.
There's a staircase all the way up to just that room in the bathroom. I mean, that's pretty cool. She has her own upstairs level, but that also is a lonely kind of feeling of, I'm the only one up here.
Mm-hmm. It is.
But she's not really the only one up there, huh?
Yeah, no. He's up and down those stairs, like just back up and down like a gremlin. Oof.
Ooh.
Did you get a chill? Ooh. Did you get a shiver?
Yeah, I did.
I did. Yeah, I know. I did too.
Like up the spine. Ooh, it was creepy.
Yeah, but so if you think about it, sometimes entities will stay quiet, and at any given moment, they can attack. Something can do something that will create an attack. You don't know what it is.
And you were saying last time that you find out a lot through babies. So just so you know that they have a brand new baby, they have probably a 2 or 3 year old and now a brand new baby. So that baby is probably really aware of what's going on.
Oh yeah. Kids are, animals. Cats really are aware. I have 2 dogs, 2 Boykin Spaniels, Tango and Cash. And when I first got Cash, he would do the same pattern every day, Barbara, at 10:30 in the morning. He would chase something down the hall on the first floor, take a right, and wind up at a wall. You could set your watch by it. It was like a little after 10:30 every day. And sure enough, same drill. And he would chase whatever it was into a wall. We had we still have it. There's a thermostat, and right below the thermostat for the HVAC, the air conditioning system, that's where Cash would wind up. And so I did a lot of that. That was kind of. I'll tell you a little bit about hallways in homes and staircases, just anywhere, but hallways and staircases. if you've got an animal or you sense something like a wind passing through, those are passageways. It doesn't always have to be like that, but that is definitely a thing. Passageways, staircases, those are access points. Yeah, so
it
I
is
will do a
spooky.
clearing. It is.
But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, because there's a lot of nice spirits out there.
I suppose there are. Yeah, there's spirits I work with here. The angels and the guides. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no.
No. You're right. I just had to give it some thought, because I do work with guides here, and when we start the show, you can feel crowding. I feel crowded. You know, they're in here because I've called them in. I call in everybody before Life, Laughter, and Happiness before the show, for all the callers and for you and Jonathan. So.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
I cleared my brain out. I took a few moments to take some deep breaths to clear out my mind, because that is when you can actually do better and feel more, when you don't have all of that hectic haywire going on upstairs in your mind.
True.
And I feel more in tune because of it.
And it doesn't take long to do it.
No, It's just like saying a prayer.
Yeah, exactly. It's instantaneous. And if it doesn't feel instantaneous, then quiet now. And just boom. So you're right.
We need to use that more often.
All right.
I know. It's okay. All right.
Okay. Oh, Johnny.
Hey, Jonathan.
That means there is somebody anxiously waiting on the line to talk to you, Vanessa.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
That's
You're
okay.
good. This is your show.
It's okay. Take another caller. Okay. Area code 336. You're on the air.
Hi,
Hello.
caller. Welcome. You're on with Vanessa Orr, MBA. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Great.
Very well, thank you.
Good to hear. Despite all the challenging times, it's nice, if you're having a good day, right?
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess do you want me to just ask a question, or?
Oh, sure. Anything you like tonight. I'd be happy to help you in any way.
So my question is kind of involved. Right now, Ben and I are without jobs, and we're in a temporary living situation. We've moved 5 times over the past few months, and it's just been incredibly stressful. So I think we're going to move out of state in the next maybe several weeks or so, and so we're trying to figure out which state and how quickly we're going to get jobs there, because right now it's just going to be cheaper to live somewhere else. And so I guess I'm just trying to figure out the clarity in that, because I'm just getting kind of concerned about how long it's going to take for us, at least one of us, to get income somewhere else.
Wow, that is majorly tough. Well, first of all, for Yvonne and for Priscilla and Barbara, know that after the show, I always do work. So, first of all, I'm going to clear out what the block is. For your husband, it's a block. Now, he might not say this to you, but I will say it. He says, I'm picking up I can't. And is it I can't? Yeah, I keep picking up I can't. Do you live in an area where his family is located and your family is located?
Just his family.
Okay. So this is I can't. Boy, this is tough. I think one thing, if I clear I can't with him, he has got a lot of pent up worry in his gut. And even though everyone is supportive of you all, and it's been worrisome and it wears on him, I'll tell you what state, because I live here, but Texas did come up. But, let's see, is it Texas? I get a yes. So I did get a yes on that. And now I asked about remote work. And he says your husband's not someone that's going to be on a computer all day doing remote work. And I suppose that makes sense. But with you, beg your pardon?
It does make sense.
Okay. With you, you're like so open and so willing. And what was the last job? Did you enjoy what you were doing? I got to know.
No, I have never really enjoyed a job. Not really. If I have, been little bits over the past 10 to 15 years. But, yeah, no, I pretty much have hated every job. So I don't know if I'm ever going to find something I actually like that actually works for me. But someday I really hope I do, and it actually makes like a decent amount of money. But just to mention this really quick, you said Texas. We're considering Austin, Texas, and Raleigh, North Carolina right now. So that was kind of funny.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty funny because I didn't see North Carolina, but that's a great state, and that has a lot of great commerce in it. But Texas, before you asked the question, it came up, and I said, is it because I live here and I got to know? So I wanted to make sure there wasn't any bias in the picture. You are so funny because what I'm going to do for you, okay, I have a question. You like to be in charge. Does that make sense?
It does. It does make sense. I'll just say that.
It's hard to work for other people, but the thing is I keep picking up your willing, but you always just saying, I know how to do it better. And you feel held back is what I'm also. Go ahead.
Well, I'm willing to stay in my place. I think I've just done that too long, and I'm tired of working for people that I don't respect them. I don't feel like they care about other people, and they don't have integrity, and that is like so important to who I am. And that I keep hitting up against people where it no longer works, and so all my last few jobs, it's been very abrupt endings, and it's been really hurtful for me because I don't cause problems where I'm at, but I guess just things have a way of pushing you out where you're at. It's just I seem to have a hard time finding people that are willing to have the same values with what I'm doing, and so right now I'm a little bit pulled back from being around people because I'm like, wait, what are your ulterior motives? Right, you don't want the best for me. You don't really care about doing like a good job with this or treating someone right, because if I see that, that's a really huge push. But I don't expect perfection. I just want someone to keep striving to be kind to themselves and to other people and to do the right thing. I don't think that's a lot to ask. So.
No, and you make an excellent point, and especially in this economy, which our economy will come back very, very, very robust in spring 2021. But it's like I was saying earlier to Yvonne, and it's just come up in the readings all year, is that we meet the consumer where the consumer is. So the points that you make are salient. They support meeting the consumer where we can help the consumer, which is there's a lot of rebranding going on, a lot of pullback by retailers and rethinking how to find and locate and assist the consumer. And what you're saying is accurate. You can't treat the consumer badly. You need to be ethical. There's, I'll tell you what, with the analytics out there, the databases, there's fraud. Can't go anywhere. When they distributed the PPP checks, from the government, I said to my husband, Rich, I said, you watch. Every single penny has an algorithm attached to it. It's all going to be accounted. And that's the way things are these days. People are tired of others who are not accountable. Those days are out the door. So it's a vibration, which is why you haven't enjoyed any of these jobs. Your vibration shifts because you finally figure out, what these people around you are made of. See the best in people. And so you will take a job where they, it's not exactly where you thought you wanted to be, but you can make the best of it. Because you are someone that does take something and makes it better. So if I give you something, I know that I will receive it back from you 10 times better. That's how you are. So what we need to do, what I will do here for you, is to create a match for a vibration, for a job for you. I'll ask God, universe, spirit, source, creator to show me what that is. And your husband, I'm going to clear out those 2 words, I can't. Because have you ever, okay, you've seen a fence line that keeps cattle and horses in, right?
Yes.
Your husband is showing me something very similar. He's like belly up against the fence, saying to me, I can't. So I'm going to clear the obstacles. I'll be short about this, but I'll clear the obstacles in and around your husband, and I'm going to test about Texas, but I'm seeing that you will most likely be doing work from home remotely, so you can go anywhere. The flexibility will be with your husband. And I rather sense that it will be a real growth period for both of you. But just know this. Can I tell you what the end game is that spring 2021 is going to be great. Right now, it's really not great. End of August, end of September, all this it'll all smooth out. But in the meantime, I will do some clearing here, and I will shift your vibrations. And please understand that better wants to come once the vibration shifts. You're just not for you. These people aren't gracious enough, great enough. That you are someone that aims higher than that. And so we need to put a match with a company that sees you as someone who aims high like they do.
Well, and it pushes me to be better, right? It's good to be with people that, like, because I am not going to admit that I'm perfect because I'm far from it, but that makes me be like, you know what? I don't like what I'm doing. I need to do this better, and that's what is important. That's one of the reasons why I love my husband. Actually the top things on my list was he has to have a really good heart and really good character. Everything else, if he doesn't have those, it does not matter. And so to me, I know that he's in that limitation, but if I work on shifting myself as well, that will greatly impact him. But I've been trying to think, like, he will go so far if he changes his mindset because of who he is as a person. It makes such a huge difference, you know?
Yeah, that is really well said. And his vibration is really rocky. I'm checking it, and I'm checking yours, and it's a match, but it's kind of apart. So what you're doing is that you're picking up the vibration, where his lack is. You are supporting him. He needs you, and you need him. And it's a great, I guess they call it yin and yang. So it's a great integrated support between the two of you. It's just that he's really going through a rough patch, and he shows me that he's stuck. It's like he is up against the fence line, and it's pushing into his midsection, and he's like, I can't see which way to go. I don't know what to do. He says, and he wants to be useful. I got a question.
Oh.
Has he been going around helping people with their houses?
He has been helping people with their businesses, and he hasn't been asking me for money. He wants to just use it on his portfolio that he's building right now. But I just wish that he could see what I see, because I see so much potential. And I also, and maybe with time this will happen, he's spiritual, but he's not the same like as me. And I just wish he knew that, like, he just has to trust, whether it's spirit, life, whatever, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, just trust, because when you put the effort out there, your back, the universe always has your back. And I think that's part of what's going on here is the scare, because for him there's that uncertainty, and I know right now it seems like, well, where is all this? There's so much uncertainty here. I feel like I can't. But you have to know, if you just keep taking those steps forward, like, there's no really wrong way, like, as long as you keep moving forward, like, your needs are always going to be taken care of.
Well, it's true. It's a universal law that when we help others, it can't have any other way but come back to us, perpetuity and prosperity. So he is doing the right thing. I was shown that he was out helping other people. I saw one older lady with a home. I didn't know if it was a relative, but he was helping people, and you're saying he's helping people with their businesses. So he knows that what he's doing is the right road, but and it isn't happening fast enough. And it's kind of like what Barbara and I were talking about earlier. It just takes a second to shift something. Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to turbocharge it for you here after Life, Laughter, and Happiness, and I will do the work, and there will be a shift. It's only because I'm just a channel. It's not me. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I'm all that in a bag of chips. What I'm saying is that it's a vibration shift. If I look at the vibrations, you're operating at about 538 out of 1,000 points. It's the Edwards scale of vibration, and he's operating not very high. He's like trying to keep a good face on. Yeah, he keeps a good front, a good mask on, but he's just, this isn't him. Everybody's going through this dirge and din right now. It's the universe is shaking off the dust, and so you've seen a dog roll in the dirt or a horse roll in the dirt, and they get up and they shake it off. I mean, it is just, that's what's going on, is that the universe is just shaking off all of the debris, and we're in this dust storm, and nothing's making sense, and things are going backwards, literally, because we have 5 planets in retrograde, for one thing. So I will do the work here. If you can think of something else, let me know right now what I can do. But Texas came up as a yes, and I asked about North Carolina. I got a no. But I think Tesla's moving to Austin, and Apple is in Austin. So
I do think it would be good. I hope that whenever we do leave, because we're planning on leaving in August, that it won't take too long for at least one of us to be working, just because it would make things so much easier, and I think it would make him breathe a little bit more. And so that's the hope. I'm hoping that, but I don't know for certain, because the thing about timelines and energy and all of that is it can change, but sometimes if something's meant to be, it's going to happen at that same time frame regardless. It just might get moved around a little bit,
Well, yeah, it's a vibration. I'm going to tell you this, and then I'll let you go, because I'm sure we have some other callers. When you get off the phone with me, make a list in your hand with a blue pen and a clean sheet of paper, and just say what I want and need, and just write it out. Even if write it out. You'll be stunned how it comes to happen.
Okay.
Do that, and I will do my work here.
Okay. Do you have a website that you can be reached at?
Okay. Absolutely. I'm at fullsoulreading.com. And then I'm on Instagram, and that's Bomba11. I haven't posted much lately, but
that's okay. We post it for you, Vanessa. We do on Life After Happiness. So you can always find, if you forget her, you can find Vanessa, and she's on every Monday as well. So you can reach her directly on Instagram or through us, Life After Happiness. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Vanessa is on Instagram, and also I suggest following her, because she has some great posts that are uplifting, spiritual, all of that. So it's like a daily thing. Just stop by, and you get encouraged.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll definitely check it out.
All right. Thank you. Barbara.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
you for calling. I think that her husband is lucky to have her. She's so positive. Yeah. She's in tuned. She is on the right track, and I feel like he knows that. He knows that he has that. So that's good. It's just a hard time for a lot of people. But I want to ask you, Vanessa, when I was saying before the show, right now, it's not a hard time for me. So, I mean, can this retrograde actually help people? Now I'm worried that something's going to change when the retrograde is over.
Cancel, pink, white, pink, white.
Oh, thank you. Cancel, pink, white.
It's okay.
Thank you.
I had to cancel.
I've been getting anxious about that. Priscilla's talking about it, too. She's like, this retrograde's been good for us, Mother.
Love it. If you hide a little bit from it, it helps. Yeah, but it's funny because I read something last week by a very well-known astrologer, and she basically said this is a pretty big Mercury retrograde. So I'm so glad good things are happening at your household. It's enlightening and lovely.
But also
we'll
weird
keep
things
that up.
like the TV. But you know what? I don't care. It's kind of nice not having
the TV still
on.
Oh,
the TV's still out,
TV.
but I don't mind. I'm going to get a new one.
Okay.
Priscilla has one in her room. I'm fine with it. I'm getting a lot more done without the distraction.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah. My laptop in Mercury retrograde, technical issues galore. This morning I got on my laptop. I was locked out. Brand new laptop. I'm like, I don't even. But I've got it figured out. You know.
Well, that's good because you can't work without that. Like my phone was out too. I mean, my phone got full.
Oh, really?
So that was quite frustrating, and I've been dealing with that for a week or so.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's change. It's called change. Then you have to maybe get a different plan, or get more, buy more room. And the word for the iPhone.
More cloud.
Yeah. So
yeah,
but
I'm sorry about that TV. I was hoping that TV would cooperate since last week.
We haven't even tried it. Maybe you have fixed it. I have to unplug it and plug it back in and check. But as far as just turning it on, it's not working. But it's okay because it was a blessing in disguise, Vanessa. That happening with the Roku coming in because of our TV channel that I have to have Roku for, then it's okay because we put that whole system in Priscilla's room, and now we know we don't have to pay for cable. So I changed that all around. Now I'm just streaming. I'm streaming everything,
awesome.
which is saving me a lot of like $500 a year.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome. That's a lot of money.
Yep.
I love to save money. I love to save money.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Awesome. Okay, Johnny, do we have another caller? Johnny, he's probably screening somebody right now.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hi. You're on. Hi, you're on with Vanessa Orr, MBA. Live on Life Laughter Happiness. How are you doing?
Hey.
I'm doing good. Thank you. I just had a question. I'm wanting to purchase a home. Hopefully by this year, with me and my partner. So I wanted to see what feedback you can pick up on that.
Okay. Well, I like a good cold call. Let's see, what is this? I guess you found a house and is this you found one house that you want to buy? Is what I'm picking up. Yes.
I found a house that I'm interested in, but I do not want to. I still haven't. I just spoke to a realtor maybe like 2 weeks ago, and he told me to wait off a little, like till this month, only because I just paid off a whole bunch of my credit cards. So he wants to wait, and then he'll let me know where I'm going to stand and what else I need to do. So I'm kind of, waiting up on that.
Okay. Well, the upside to him telling you to wait is that we are in Mercury retrograde. Can't stress it enough. I say it a lot. But so wait until after July 15th to buy. Yeah. When you get the contract.
That's actually what he told me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was a good fix. So hang on to that real estate agent. That's awesome. Yeah, because you know what, it doesn't go well for him either if someone buys during this time. So what a brilliant person to hang on to. So good choice on real estate agent. this house that you have your eye on, I get a yes on it. Let's see. They're showing me November. I wonder if it's still going to. It won't be on the market in November. Let's see. Let's see. But it looks like November looks good. Hold on a second. Let me take a dive here. Okay. When did they buy the house? Is it August? October is looking like the month that you purchased the house. Great idea, because interest rates are navigating, I think, around 3.21%, like right around there, even as low as 3.12%. I don't know. I might be transposing my numbers, but that October is looking like when you will move. Are you in a lease right now with your partner?
No, my lease expires in October.
Okay, all right.
So you're hitting it on the spot.
Okay, well, good. Well, I'm just a channel. I just have some really good guides, I'll tell you that. So, and you have the great real estate agent. So, you know what they're showing me? This is so amazing. They're showing me a checkerboard and a chessboard, actually, you know, and it's all coming together. You know, if you look at a chessboard, you see how it's so geometric and it's very specific, and we have specific moves. You are right on in line to get to this house. I don't know what this house looks like. They keep showing me a white frame house on a hill with shutters.
No, it's a blonde home. It's a blonde home, and it has I want a home with a pool. So I think this home is an affordable. I'm hoping that if I do decide to look that way, that's the first home that I looked at. I still have not looked around more. I'm pretty sure if I could get a better deal, awesome. You know, I'm gonna keep on looking. But that's the home that I looked at, and I kind of had an interest in because it was in the right neighborhood, and what I'm hoping that I've liked. I have not looked for any other homes.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. This is clearly a go, and I'm really impressed with how you have. Isn't it great to hear such good news during this this turbulent time? Yeah. Is to hear someone that, like Priscilla's great fortune and these callers that are going through shifts, and now I'm speaking to this caller who is very fortunate and has a brilliant real estate agent, and everything is just going to fall into place. So the geometric shapes that I'm showing on the chessboard, it's your move, and it's all going to pan out very well. It's very glossy.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
I'm like I mentioned, the move will be with my boyfriend, with my partner. That we're both of us wanting to kind of establish more of a relationship, and this is a big move for me to kind of buy a home with somebody.
Yeah, it's a good investment.
So, so listen, I just want to make sure that sounds like a,
Oh yeah, he's a nice. Listen, this is a good. Everything they're showing me is a winner. It seems uphill to you, but look, October is good at the end of the lease, and they showed me November right away. So you make the transition at the end of October and move into a house in November, and it's perfect because all these planets finally go direct the end of August and the end of September. It's like this, So October, we're going to be able to draw air again, and November, they have shown me all year, is going to be respite. People are going to be coming out of the storm. And spring 2021 is going to be fantastic for our economy. So I'm really proud of you. You've got all the right people around you, and no worries. I mean, what a wonderful, wonderful outcome to this reading.
I hope I'm really I've been wanting this for so long, and I just felt like he got my hopes up, and I just do not want to, but I feel very confident about it. So I think I did the right thing. I paid off my cards.
Pay down those cards, make it look good, yeah.
I literally had like tons of credit cards, and I can't believe I had so many credit cards. So now I've breathed a little bit more.
Yeah, it's so good to not have credit card debt, and credit card debt can spin out from, the interest rate can be as low as 16% to 19%, all the way up to 26%. I've seen some cards, and probably higher. So I'm really proud of you, and this is the way it's supposed to go. And so you're doing it. You're on the right track. And you know what? We all need things. I mean, we all come from different parts, and when I say different parts, like different backgrounds, rather, like our parents gave us a lot of things, or our parents didn't give us a lot of things, and so you're building your world, and it's understandable. But now to say, here's what I want. I want the house. And so I do see you painting the walls inside of this new house.
I'm sorry?
I do see you painting the walls inside this new house. And one last thing, when we have leases or we pay rent, and I know that people are renting a lot more now, that market's really up, then we're paying someone else's lease. We're paying someone else's mortgage. So I'm proud of you for investing in a house. I'm really proud of you.
Yes, because I pay so much in rent.
Yeah. Now you won't have to pay someone else's mortgage. Now you'll be paying yours. And October and November are awesome.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm so happy. I'm so glad you called in.
Well, I'm so glad you gave me the awesome news that you literally hit it on the spot and everything.
I'm so honored. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was great.
Well,
thank you.
I'm sorry for the background noise over here. Priscilla is not happy with an electronic device.
Oh, no.
We
what
got
happened?
a fan, and she's trying to put it together, and she's getting frustrated. I said, I am live on the show. If you heard anybody in the background getting really mad at something.
Got to speak words of healing over the fan now, huh? Doggone it.
Yes. Oh, Vanessa, you must be very busy with this retrograde.
I'll put this down.
Wow.
I've been a little bit hiding last week. I know that.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming at you from every direction.
A little bit.
Wow. You have your own life, too, that things are happening with your electronics. And it is about communication. Yeah. I read about it this week. And you also were saying that it's going to go into what month? I thought it was going to be over in July, but is it going through to even September, or how long is this going to last? Yeah.
Mercury retrograde has the shortest orbit of all the planets, so it will finish July 12th, or right in there, July 12th, July 15th. But it comes back. It always has at least 3 cycles every year, and sometimes 4. It's going to come back. I think.
Well, we're learning how to deal with it.
October. Yeah, I can't remember when it comes back. So yes, we are.
We are learning a lot from you and how to deal with this. Yes, and we've had some amazing callers today, but I just want to interject real quick, too, while everybody's listening, that we are doing a muscle testing class by you, Vanessa Orr, MBA, this Wednesday. So we're going to have our link on the Life, Laughter, Happiness Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and we'll post something special on our website. How about that? And that's a really interesting thing, and it's a valuable thing to know how to do, isn't it?
It is. It is. I use it all day long.
And you know what I think I do, too? I do, and I have been not knowing what I'm doing even.
Yeah.
Because everybody has intuition.
Yes. It becomes second habit. It's you know what? It's a gift that every person has. It's a gift that every animal has. And we don't even know it. No one tells us about it. That is you. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And Barbara, you picked it up really fast. I mean, you picked it up and ran the ball with it right away. I was impressed.
Well, thank you. And you can tell that. You will be able to tell if the people on the show, when they call in, we'll put them, there's a lot of room. There's like room for 75 people or more, right, Johnny, that can come on Blue Jeans, the Blue Jeans platform. We're going to do this on video, everybody. You can come in, and you're going to have your own little box. We can see you, and that's going to be so fun. Will you, Vanessa, be able to tell if the people are actually getting it?
Yes,
I will probably.
Vanessa.
Pardon?
Johnny, hold on. She was answering my question. Please hold for a second, Johnny.
I will know because I will be directed. Something will show me.
So interesting, huh? And so
yeah.
You were also saying that if some people don't want to even talk to you because they're afraid, because they have a lot of secrets, maybe that are negative secrets that they're hiding something about themselves. No, they don't.
Yeah,
so
don't
hey,
want to talk
everybody,
to me.
look at this. Johnny and I, we talk to her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yes, right.
Telling you something right there.
All right.
Love it.
Okay, so are you ready for another caller?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Area code 330 is on the air.
Hi, caller. You're on live with Vanessa Orr, MBA. Welcome. How are you doing?
Great. I'm doing good. Just trying to get through another hot day here in Manhattan, Kansas. And it's going to be a long, hot July.
Wow.
I'm in Texas. I understand. Well,
yes,
how can I help you tonight?
Yes, my name is Leslie, and I've had a lot of initial and second round job interviews for academic advising positions at colleges or universities across the country. And I'm a guy that's been patient for 3 years plus now. And do you see an offer within the next few weeks?
I do. I already saw someone that's very interested in hiring you. It's going to be okay, Leslie. You are a take charge person. Does that make sense?
Yes.
No nonsense person. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'm so much this is like guy.
Well, I was born and raised in Nebraska, so just north of you there.
Yes, I was born in Ohio.
All right, okay. Well, there's a woman with whom you interviewed, and she really liked you, and she wants to hire you. She's just trying to get salary worked out. Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. She's like so happy. Are you someone that's a project manager, a real problem solver? I picked up.
Yes. I have a master's credential in higher education, but I'm not working in higher ed right now. I'm currently furloughed from my position at a private company here in Kansas, and we've been on unemployment now for 3 months. And I like managing projects and coordinating projects with other team members. I'm more of a team type player.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no grass that grows under your feet. And so you're headed into what I heard was good country. So they are putting together a package. I'm trying to think what I can do for you here other than should I do something? My guys are saying nothing, but what I'm going to do is monitor, energetically what's going on, because I heard it's going to happen sooner than you know, faster than you know.
Absolutely, because I got my second interview with them. It's going to be on Wednesday, July 15th, early in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Well, that's perfect because that's just outside of Mercury retrograde then. But yeah, they're eager. I got the word eager to get to hire you, and they want to make it smooth for you too. They're already showing me everything they want to give you. I saw a laptop. I saw. I'm looking at handheld walkie-talkies. I'm just looking. They're just showing me that they're ready to bring you in.
Yes, and if I do get offered for this position, they'll more than likely train me virtually first before I transition to the most likely to the Midwest, despite the travel restrictions. Once I do land down this new location, I will get tested for COVID.
I got a yes on that. Yeah, I wish they were showing me a lot of technology that is going to be shipped to you. So this must be the virtual training. So they're shipping you laptops and phones, I'm shown, and they're just so happy to have you. What I hear is they can't believe that they found you, as in they can't believe that this other company isn't hanging on to you.
Yeah, right, because I've been working at my current employer for 2 years now, but in the last 3 months, and a lot of us were deemed non-essential.
Non-essential. You know what? That's crosswise, and I tested it, and I got a no on that. So you were important and essential, and I heard a yes on that.
Right.
So it's I just heard whatever Leslie needs. You know, I told another caller earlier to write down everything that she wants and needs. This isn't anything I ever made up. I've been doing this my whole life. I just didn't know that other people would write books on it. But when we write down what we want, it comes to fruition. I did hear about salary earlier. So if there's any worry, any concern about salary, why don't you, after you finish speaking with us here on Life, Laughter, and Happiness, write down your salary and don't be shy about it.
Yeah.
And just write it down.
I know what the projected salary is going to be. It's going to be about around $39,000 to $43,000.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you write it for more? Get a sheet of just a small sheet of paper, and write down my salary at, and then I'll let you fill in the blank, at such and such company is going to be, and then write down that dollar amount and make it high. Make it much higher. And then listen to me. I use a blue pen when I do it. And then I fold the paper towards me 3 times, Leslie.
Okay.
And then I turn the paper 90 degrees, and then I fold the paper towards me 3 more times.
Okay.
And you can put the paper anywhere you like. Tonight, I would sleep with the paper under my pillow.
Okay.
They keep showing me 60, Leslie.
Yes. And when I was filling out the application, and I said the position was commensurate, now would be commensurate on experience on people who previously held the position.
Right. Well, they're showing me actually 60 to 62. So it's like I tell clients when they call in, aim high. You know, aim high. I got to tell you, I'm always wowed around here. I'm by myself, but I'm like, I'll talk out loud. The dogs are my only audience, but I'll say that's amazing, because I'll look down at a journal that I wrote, or I'll look down at some work I did for a client, and you can just check it off your list. It's like, I know that you do project management, so it's like project management of the future when we write down what we want. It's astonishing how it works. And we're going through all this chaos right now, and you keep showing me that you've got huge boots on and you're just stomping on, you know, the turmoil that's around you. You're just like not having it. It's like it's not going to touch my world, and it's not.
Yeah, absolutely. And because his interview is going to be 2 weeks from Wednesday, and I know I'm going to prepare well and answer the questions well. And the first question they're going to ask me is, why do you want to work at this college or university? And I'm going to tell them I've been out of the higher education field for 3 years. I miss working with students. And I'm also going to say that I've never lived in this town or in this state, and I'm willing to relocate and be a part of the team and be a team player and serve the students first. And that's what they want to hear. I have to speak their language.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's a matching vibration. One of the things that I would suggest on your paper is that you write down that my July 15th interview with such and such is a 100% success story. And you will be amazed how writing that out, it kind of takes all the pressure off too. It's amazing how it works, writing it down. We're editing our Akashic records. We're editing our future. You can also edit the past. You can edit what's going on right now too. You write down what you want. It's the project management of our lives when we write down what we want and what we need.
Yes.
Something about writing it down. Why does that work so well? I've written down things my whole life. I feel that is important too. Is that another connection?
Yeah. I'm going to say that it's an energetic connection, but it's the connection it's a kinetic connection or a muscle connection between the hand and the brain, and then it's on paper. So it's the universe sees on paper what you want. The universe is reflecting our thoughts of what we want. Well, Leslie knows that she wants this job.
Yeah, I'm a guy.
Working. Oh, sorry. And so Leslie's working to match the vibration with this company.
Yeah, because I'm a guy who's been out of education for 3 years, and I've waited so long, been patient. I've battled through frustration, and I feel that I'm nearing the end of this search.
You are. And the search is over for the perfect job. Write that down.
Okay.
And that you write down, I am an employee of the such and such, and then write down what that place is. And Leslie, if you want to add now at the end of each sentence, do that.
Okay. I could say the search is over. I'm an employee for such and such now. Yeah.
It strikes. It's like you're putting it in granite. You're putting the words in granite. You're editing your future. You're editing the Akashic record.
Yes,
I
understand.
Tell in your voice. Yeah, I can really tell in your voice that you're absolutely determined, and it is so. I mean, It's so nice to access an energy field that is stout, that's you, and happy to work so hard to move forward. You're not afraid of anything. I'm not picking up any fear. I'm not picking up anything, but you know what you want in this life. And now you're telling the universe, I want at least 60 to 62,000 a year.
Yes,
but
yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
because the last place I worked for at Kansas State University was not a good fit. With this second interview coming up on July 15th, I believe it's going to be a much stronger fit. It's going to be closer to my mother, who lives in Ohio, and she's in her early 70s.
Oh, okay. Well, and it's just outside of Mercury retrograde, so good for you. You know what? It's stories like this that you're sharing with us tonight, Leslie, that provide hope to everyone who's listening. I mean, this is something that we all need. I really commend you for having such a unique and special spirit. Not that no one doesn't, but the fortitude in your voice is what's commanding your future. So keep going.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm really honored that you called, and I'm really honored that all the callers who have called in tonight. It's been amazing.
A lot of great callers and new people, too. This is amazing.
I know, I
Everybody
love it.
finding us just fine, and it's great. But we do have a phone number. I should give the shout out, everybody. Life, Laughter, Happiness, 516-531-9874 for those of you who don't know our phone number. And we have Vanessa Orr, psychic medium. She is an MBA, and we have her every Monday. And so please be a part of our community. And you're so helpful, Vanessa. You help after the show, before the show. I mean, you put a lot of effort into it, and we are absolutely grateful for that.
Oh, I'm honored. And I enjoyed speaking with everybody, and enjoyed speaking with Leslie just now. And I just want, I just like happy people. I just love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. And I like what you've mentioned hope a few times on the show. And that's such an important thing to have. If you've lost hope, it's just, you have basically nothing. So hope is so important. And it's always there. You just need to grab it. You need to just take control. And we have so much power in our own lives to be able to do that, to what you said, edit the now, the future, even the past. I like that. Because some people think, well, why should I even try? It's going to be what it's going to be. It's already mapped out. No, it's not. You have the power to actually manipulate that and make it good for you.
It's like that caller from the 336 area code. That's kind of what she was saying, too. And it's true.
Yes.
You know, I just love all the great people that are calling into Life, Laughter, and Happiness. And the stories, I mean, they start out with rather deflated, but a reading with a psychic or a medium, that always gives people insight. So it's very helpful.
Yes, and I just wish that I would have been more open to it years ago. I remember 25 years ago, I had this one friend, and she always wanted me to go to a psychic with her. And back then, I mean, I'm so young, I'm just, every penny was just, that. You guys are pretty expensive. So I didn't do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah. So, I mean, look what we're giving everybody. Hey, you guys, look what we're giving this to you. It's a gift, really, what you're doing for people where they can call in. Yeah. People who maybe couldn't afford it at this time can talk to you. That's a gift.
I agree. I do a lot of pro bono work. I always have. And I do have a lot of faithful clients, too, and I do appreciate them. And I do provide, some free services to clients, too. And a lot of people, new clients that come to me do find me through Life, Laughter, and Happiness. So they know. It's wonderful. They do. They find. Yeah, I love it. I love.
Well, we're glad we can give back to you. You give so much to us.
Oh yes. No, I'm so appreciative and honored to be a part of Life, Laughter, and Happiness. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's my honor.
Hey, Johnny, how are you? Do you have anything to ask Vanessa?
Well, I mean, I'm curious now. I mean, obviously, I very rare. What I'm doing is that I talk about something. I don't talk about something as much as I think about it. And obviously, for the past few weeks, I've been thinking about the channel, really been focused on it. I mean, it's the guy that gave me the course said that he shows me that it is possible to have a channel without advertising, which of course I plan on advertising. And it would only be, the channel would only be about 6 months old, and then he showed that you could have up to like 20,000 plus thousand subscribers to it without advertising.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
I'm curious, I mean, do you see anything like that our way yet, or how long do you think that will take? Like, where do you think the Life, Laughter, Happiness Learn channel will be in 6 months?
Oh, okay. So you were talking about 20,000. So where will it be? I did get.
It's 20,000. I'm just saying that he showed us that you can get to 20,000. We are, you know what we're at, right? We're at 100 and let's see here. It's
You're probably at 175 tonight.
Yeah, 178 is where we're at. Curious to know, like, do you see in say 6 months where we're going to be?
I picked up 10,000, but if you give me a second, I'll test with my pendulum. So, life and happiness when it's on Roku will be at 10,000? Going for indicator. 11,000, 12,000, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm at 16. Okay. 16,000. Is it 500? I'm a little over 16,100. I'm at 16,100 around there. I could really get down to the last. Yeah, that's amazing.
I want to make sure. I mean, this is something that I want to make sure we even raise those expectations, which I think we will. If I can turn it into a channel that can be associated with a lot of topics, and a lot of ideas for the channel. Things that would give Barb a chance to kind of shine. She does it already, but I mean. I want to find a way that I can record FaceTime and then upload them. That way, Barbara can just, go to parties and just carry her phone around with her, and then, we'll record her, and then, she can walk around and hang out with her friends,
Yeah. I think that's great, yeah.
Go to parties. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if the channel gets monetized, I tell you, if we have a way to monetize the channel, isn't that a great way to earn money?
Yeah, going to a party, yes, that is.
This is my job.
We're going to have to party by ourselves for a while, though.
This is my job. It's so weird because
Johnny, we need to be careful with the coronavirus. It's influence on people out there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird for me to hear because we're on total lockdown here in Houston and the whole state. So
they locked you back up. They locked you back up.
They did. I mean, I was stunned at the number of cases that just sprouted up around Houston. It was nearly 7,000. It was well over 6,000.
Well, I do remember
on Friday.
I do remember asking you if you thought there was going to be a second splurge, and you said yes. And you said, "Will it be worse than the first?" And you said yes. I think this is what you're predicting. But I do also remember, and I've heard this from that. Just so you know, I've heard this also stated by Dale, in addition to you, that something big was going to happen in September against the virus. Am I right?
Yeah. One of the things I know that is going on, I think I mentioned to you that the virus has a second shift to it. In other words, it can shift. And I read an article last week about how it creates tentacles. And the tentacles look like they have some kind of hook on the end. So it's not just like a little, bumpy ball. It does grow with tentacles. So it evolves.
I hear something in the background. I'm sorry, Vanessa. I hear something in the background.
What?
I don't know what that is. Is it a paranormal thing?
Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
Is it caller?
I never disconnected that last caller.
Right.
I'm sorry about that.
So we're hearing the caller's background.
Oh.
She thinks she's off our line, but she's now probably talking to her dog. She doesn't probably know we can hear her. Okay, thanks, Johnny.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so you were saying the virus actually has tentacles and a hook on the end. It's really hooking. Ooh, and that is a kind of an icky thing to think about.
Yeah.
But it's doing it.
It's a very invasive and evolutionary quick evolutionary virus. And Jonathan and I talked about this months ago, and I did tell him that I was showing in the readings that I did here that it would evolve, like as in it would change shape. And I picked up the Daily Mail on Friday morning, and I'm trying not to read much news because, my goodness, none of it's really fun to read, and I like to keep my vibration at a certain level in case a client calls and I can get right on a call with them. And when I saw the pictures, I said to Rich, I said, this is what I had been talking to Jonathan Alexander about. And there it was in a picture.
And there it was.
Wow.
And okay,
There
so
it
what
was.
you saw, then you were information right there.
Yeah, the sad confirmation, though, isn't it? It's
It
a
is.
year of oddness and shift, a lot of shift and chaos. And it's like I was saying to the other caller, I think I was speaking to Yvonne, out of chaos comes peace. But this sure is a long time of chaos.
It really is a long time. And then we have the retrograde on top of it.
I know. It's like, oh, my goodness.
Hey, everybody, have a great 2020. I feel like that was yesterday when everybody, like, New Year, 2020 is going to be awesome.
I know.
And it's the strangest year. Strange year.
Well, not only
year.
that, I want to read a headline. I know you don't like the news, but people tend to worry about things and they want to talk to you about it. Okay, please, I'm sorry. It just feels like a downer, but I'm just telling you what it says. Flu virus with pandemic potential found in China. I'm not even talking about the coronavirus. A new strain of flu, which has the potential to become pandemic, has been identified in China by scientists. It emerged recently and is carried by pigs, but can affect humans. The researchers are concerned that it can mutate further and that it can spread easily from person to person and trigger a global outbreak. They say it has all the hallmarks of being highly adapted to affect humans and needs close monitoring. As it's new, people have little or no immunity to the virus. A bad strain of influenza is among the new top disease threats the experts are watching for, even as the world attempts to bring to an end the current coronavirus. The last pandemic the flu world encountered was the swine flu outbreak that began in Mexico. It was less deadly than initially feared, and that's why they talk about this. This virus is called the A-H1N1-PDM9. Is now covered by the annual flu vaccine to make sure people are protected. The new flu strain that has been identified in China is similar to 2009 swine flu with some new changes. So far, it hasn't posed a big threat, but I'm studying it. It's one to keep an eye on. And I guess I won't read you the rest. But do you think this is going to be a big deal?
Yeah, it's a big deal. What's interesting is that China lost half of its swine population. I think it was the end of last year, like October, November last year. And so we were exporting swine to them to make up for the 50%. Are you saying that what I just read to you could be a big deal? Yeah, it's going to be a big deal, yeah.
Like Corona big deal or just big deal?
It's going to be a big deal to China. And when I asked, is it going to be a coronavirus big deal, I got to know, but it's going to be a big deal to China.
In other words, this is right now China's problem. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Obviously, we've learned some.
Okay, but Vanessa, that was interesting. You said that we have been sending them swine.
Last year we did. We exported a lot of many head of swine to them to make up for the 50% that they had to eradicate.
Oh.
In fact, any swine that crossed over from China into North Korea were eliminated. Because that's how highly there's something wrong with the testing, and they're getting a little out of hand with a creation of viral experimentation over there, and that's just viruses.
Okay.
I mean, you just shouldn't have all this mayhem. You just shouldn't.
No.
We don't hear about it from anyone else. Everyone else is being responsible, but this is a little much. And so if I test, is there more to come out of China? I get a small yes. So beyond what Jonathan just read to us, I saw poultry. The one thing that I told Jonathan at the top of this is I told Jonathan that I thought that the virus, the coronavirus, was placed on the backs of 8 people and distributed.
On the
and
back?
that was
Did you say that?
Yeah. When I say on the backs, it's like just people who would distribute. And there was an article that someone found. It was, I think, in May, and sent it to me, and that's how it went. That's how it was delivered through the world. They were, and one of the points of entry was northern Italy, and if you think about northern Italy, 500,000 Chinese visit northern Italy in the winter. In northern Italy's winter, they don't go there in the summer. They go there in the winter, and it's because fares are half price or less, so it's a very cheap vacation. And if you remember, back in January, we were sitting here in our homes going, "What the heck's going on in Italy?"
Right?
And they shut northern Italy down, and that's where a lot of the top car makers are. That's where the big manufacturing plants are. And the manufacturing plants that, the owners of those plants convinced the army not to shut down northern Italy, but to open it back up so they could do business. And it reinfected the country again. And it was brought in by travelers from China. And it spread so quickly, doesn't it? This stuff just, it's very aggressive. So
think about that, being in and being so careful with the mask. I have not gotten one sore throat or a cold, and it seems like I have that sometimes. Just because you're out and about, touching so many surfaces and germs, and people, I can feel their breath when they're talking to me on my face sometimes, and I'm like, that was really close, And so wearing these masks and gloves.
I just sent the headline, a copy of the headline to both of you. Okay?
Yes.
Used by text message.
Let's post it on our Facebook and our Instagram stories as well. So everybody can get informed.
Barbara, I've been wearing a face mask and gloves since March, before it was expressed here in the state of Texas to do that because of what Rich was going through. And for anyone unaware of what my husband went through, he's finished prostate cancer radiation. So I would wear it if I had to go with him to appointments at his radiation, his oncologist. And I was the only person wearing a mask and gloves. I mean, none of the health care providers were. No, everyone looked at me like I had 3 heads. But I told Rich, I said, out of respect for you and other clients that are also ill and prone, I'm going to wear a mask and gloves. It's just my choice. And it's amazing how even to this day I have offended people for doing that if I'm out, which I don't go out with.
Okay, what was the last part? What about the people?
What did you say? I offend people if I am wearing a mask and gloves.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, but you're protecting yourself from them, and you're protecting them from you. It's a courtesy. It's a smart thing to do. And I know there's a lot of back and forth about how apparently it cuts off your oxygen supply. But I guess we don't worry about the surgeon and the surgical nurses that are helping during an operation. It cuts off their oxygen supply. So I don't know. it's like, well, hello, but and, I really care about people, and I also want to eliminate. This is the process of elimination. That it's not me if someone gets ill. I had a guy here working. Yeah, I had a guy here working a couple days ago, and I went outside to speak with him, and he was offended that I was wearing a mask and gloves. Well, I guess he didn't hear the news and all the text alerts that we got here in Harris County, Texas, that we have to as of June 22nd. And he asked me, he goes, "What county is this?" And I go, "Well, it's Harris County." And he was not wearing anything. And he got, like you said, Barbara, right up next. He was trying to be a horse's rear end about, wearing a mask and gloves. It's amazing the people I offend, but, maybe I get ill and I don't know it, and I'm protecting you if I don't know it at the time.
They don't know everybody's details of everybody's life. They need to just go into the world with love. And you know what? I'm glad that the government and the officials have made it mandatory. So it takes that part out of it with a lot of people. The feeling of, well, it's not my decision. I'm just, following the rules now. So more people are prone to wearing it, because before, when we first started to have to wear it, I was sitting in my car. I'm like, oh, gosh, I'm so shy to wear this. I look so weird.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's going through everybody's mind. We're feeling that, then they are too. So I liked it when they finally said you have to wear one. So then it took a lot of that pressure off.
Yeah, leveled the playing field, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was very smart.
Yeah. I know there are some stores here that are saying you can't come in unless you have a mask and gloves on. It's just kind of how it should be. And
Starbucks has masks for people, because one time Priscilla left hers in the cart, and they said, well, you can't come in, but we have them for you. And they were like really little flimsy black ones, which was cool.
Really?
They had a complimentary mask for people. Yes.
That's really, what they're doing? They're meeting the consumer. And you know what? They're providing to the consumer what the consumer lacks. That's how you do business. That's why they are a quickly successful company. Even though they've had to shutter quite a few stores, it doesn't matter, because they know they follow what the consumer wants.
You really can see right now.
Yeah.
You can see right now the companies and the big corporations that are strong, they're lasting. And some of my favorite sandwich shops are not open at all. And then I'm thinking, too bad they weren't very strong. They didn't have a good foundation, because they're not making it through. And I really wanted a sandwich from this place.
That's a really good point. That's, Target is an example of that. Yeah, Target is out there competing. And I like what you said, because you do root for those companies to make it. But if you're a mediocre company, you're not going to make it in this time.
Nope.
Target is adding almost 1,000 items to its grocery line to step up as a second Walmart, and it's to meet the consumer. Yeah, that's so smart, right?
Oh, so smart. And they're probably going to come out ahead. A lot of people are doing better.
Yes. Yeah. It's an amazing way to level the playing field. And even though this probably is not a popular statement, I will make it. We're all here during this time because we said we wanted to be. I know that sounds bizarre, but we are all here, and we all made a decree that in our Akashic records that we wanted to be here during this time. And so it is.
That is interesting. I believe that too. And I'm glad, though. I mean, I'm so sorry for people who are going through a hard time, but when you said level the playing field, I feel like that happened to my mom emotionally with her outlook on life, because she already thought she was dying of a lung condition. She has the IPF, which is, it's a deadly lung condition. and
wow.
100% mortality rate. But, Vanessa, you
wow.
were so right when you gave me the new numbers about how long she would live. You were so right, because I can tell. I feel it so strongly that the doctors are wrong about her time, because her outlook has changed so much since the coronavirus pandemic, and she is living. She has the verve back for life.
My gosh, that's awesome.
Yes. Mhm.
I was thinking about your mom
totally
the
different.
other day walking through here. That is so awesome.
You were thinking about her? Oh, thanks. And
yeah.
She loves you. She listened a little bit once, which was cool.
Did she? Oh, I'm glad. I need to get that report done. I will.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. But also that I told her that you were a Sunday school teacher years ago. I mean, she loves that, because she taught Bible study, and, that's her thing.
Oh, right.
She loves the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's been a leader in Christian women for years. So, that was the connection that I gave her, and so then she feels like she has a connection with you, and then the show, too. And she talks to Johnny sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, because that was a huge deal in my life to find out about my mom just recently. Not very long ago I found this out, and I was pretty much walking around devastated, crying at anything that I would look around at that reminded me about my mom, like her favorite clothing store, Chico's. I would drive by it and just start crying. And now I feel strength. Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad. Listen, I'm going to say this, because when I would think about your mom, and I didn't know about this heavy of a sentence on her. I knew that things weren't great, but I mean, that 100% on this thing called the IPF, there was, I kept being shown a physician that just really, was abrasive towards your mother, and delivered news, and then just didn't really ever was communicative with your mother again. When you deliver stark data like that, you better have a plan of counteracting what a patient is supposed to be diagnosed with. So I am so glad that you're telling me all this. It also establishes why I was thinking about your mom and why I saw that doctor. Because
I was wondering why she hasn't changed doctors. Because she doesn't, in this situation, you should be saying, I love my doctor. They're working hard. They're doing everything. I'm always trying something new and, a natural way. She doesn't like her doctor, which is a woman. So not that means anything, but just so you know, I hope she changes the doctor, because the mental state of a patient is so much, it's so powerful, and it's so important. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is the absolute truth right there. I don't always get to give a great reading, as in, that's not the news you want to hear. But I always said in my prayers to God, I always say, I'm not going to do this unless I have modalities or principles that I can practice to help, or tools that I can deliver. I won't do this. And anytime that this gets dodgy and I'm not accurate because I'm just a channel, or I'm hearing incorrectly, you have to provide something else. You're fracturing your soul. So when your mom got that news, part of her soul could have left her, and what the soul does is it leaves us and it goes and hides. And you know why it does that? Is to preserve the main part of our soul, so that later, in the future, that the soul can mend and become whole again. That's why we talk about whole soul, a full soul. Yeah, and it's like that dog. Can you imagine? I'm in your mom's shoes and getting news like that. I mean, it just starts like a shiver, a bad shiver from your temples and your eyes down to your throat, into your chest, and down to your gut, and just shivering all the way through you getting news like that. And that's just unnecessary. Yeah.
Just a sinking feeling. And she was already talking like she was gone. Already talking like she had passed. Yes, she was just ready, basically giving up.
Yeah. Barbara, people do that, You know, they now I'm not saying your mom's doing that, but I have known people in this lifetime who have curtailed their soul contract here. In other words, it's like they just leave. They do. And, that's not the role. I can't think that I thought that a doctor's creed is do no harm. I thought that was part of the creed that they take, or the oath. But you know what? I'm going to send some love and light and healing to your mom tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I will tell her
Absolutely.
too. I'm sure she'll feel it, but I will tell her.
Okay. I'm happy to.
And then my brother's going to go visit her, and she's all excited about that. Oh, she's talking so differently. The shift in her, and when I mention it, it's like I think she gets shy. When I mention like how she's changing.
Oh,
yes.
She's so excited for him to come. That's great.
Oh yeah. He's going to drive because he's taking the corona very seriously.
Oh yeah. He's so wise to do it that way. I'm telling you, we wear gloves for everything. Using fuel pumps and oh yeah, jeez. Well,
I did get a box of gloves from a fan sent to me on my wish list. My box of gloves, and they're pink, they're cute, they're like little surgical gloves. I like wearing those anyway around the house just to do housework.
Great. Yeah, gloves are getting hard to come by. Someone sent me a case a few years ago, and I said, I'll have these the rest of my life. And
and now you're probably going through them.
That. Yeah, I really am. You're right.
Well, I'm glad because you didn't say on the air, but that your husband, Rich, is cured. I mean, he's doing better. He's in remission, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's right.
That's wonderful.
He is. Yes, thank you for asking. And yeah, he radiation. To anyone out there that has gone through cancer or knows someone who's gone through cancer, that's hard on everybody. And your loved ones are so important to you. And so, my goodness, I got to tell you, Rich, he's such a nice guy, and he's so strong, and he battled through this. And it is a battle. And you know what I noticed? I noticed about the healthcare providers in the oncologist's office. From the moment I walked into that particular office, Barbara, how positive they were. They were so nice. They call every patient by their first name. They remember everything about the patient, and they were it must be a business model to be very positive in there. And that's the kind of doctor office you want to go to.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the kind. That's the kind you need. And you know what she was doing breathing tests to see where her lungs were at. She has not gotten worse. And they were just so shocked, really, that her lungs have not gotten worse for 6 full months.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Well, then we'll just improve vibration on that.
Okay, great. There was one more thing about that. Yes, one more thing. Oh, this was it. She had to get a coronavirus test, and where they stick that thing up your nose, and it's very uncomfortable. And she had to do that. She's sensitive, She's like told the doctor, if you make me do that, if you say I have to do that before I come into this hospital to get my lung test, then I will never get another lung test again. She hated it.
I heard it's bad.
Yeah.
Your mom.
She hated that test.
Your mom puts the law down. This is how it's going to be.
She's pretty spunky. She's what do you call it? A scorpion. She was born on Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's right.
She's funny.
What a
right.
great
well,
mom.
Thank you for all of that discussion about my mom. I really appreciate it, and also that you're going to send her some.
Well, thank you. Yes.
More.
It gives me more information. Yes, I'm doing it right now, in fact. All right. Thank you, Barbara. It's always a pleasure. And thank you, Jonathan. It's always an honor. Thank you.
Don't forget to do the shout-out.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. First and foremost, we all are so excited here about our new TV channel, Life, Laughter, Happiness, Learn, which you can find via Roku, everybody. And we're going to be doing our next episode on Wednesday with Vanessa Orr, who's here today, Vanessa Orr, MBA. And we're going to learn how to muscle test. She's an expert on muscle testing. So that's Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 8 p.m. for Eastern. And is it 7 p.m. for Central, Vanessa?
Yes.
Okay, so please make sure you tune in for that. We're going to be posting the link on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Also, make sure that you follow Vanessa Orr at Vomba11, VOMBA 11 on Instagram. And also check out her website, fullsoulreadings.com, to connect with her directly, either through Instagram or her website, to further your psychic counseling and have a one-on-one, a private session with her. A lot of our listeners do that, and they get great benefits from doing that. And so thank you, callers. I think that's about it, except for, no. You'll be able to find this show, plus all of our other shows, hundreds of shows to choose from on our YouTube channel, Life, Laughter, Happiness. So we encourage you to do that. And then follow us while you're there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Barbara.
Well, good night, Barbara.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Johnny.
Good
Everybody
night.
have a great night.